All right, I'd like to call the April 20th, 2016 meeting of the Building Board of Appeals to order. Do a roll call.
Yes. Anne Marie Dinkel. Present. Jeff Eby.
Present.
Randy Houchin.
Present.
Dustin Hubbard.
Present.
Ron Mansky.
Present.
David Mitchell.
Present.
And Dean Rue.
Here.
Thank you. Also attending, myself, Anastasia Urban, Development Services Manager. And I'd like to introduce Steve Hinckley, our recently hired Chief Building Official.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Next order of business would be the election of officers. We need to elect a chair and a co-chair.
I nominate Dave Mitchell. Second.
For chair.
Chair.
Is there any other nominations? Like to vote? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay, that is unanimous vote to elect Dave Mitchell as chairperson.
And we need to nominate someone for co-chair or vice chair. I will nominate Dean Rue.
A second.
Any other nominations? Ready to vote? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thanks. The next item would be to certify the minutes of the November 18th, 2015 meeting, which was basically election of officers also.
Just need to correct the spelling of my first and middle name.
Okay.
There's no E on Ann, and then it's M-A-R-I-E.
Thank you very much. I apologize for that. And
No
that
worries.
was noted in those present, and we'll do a spell check on the rest as well.
Any comments on the minutes? Entertain a motion then to accept the minutes
With the correction
with the
noted.
corrections.
I make such a motion.
I second it.
Any comments by anybody? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay. As amended, they're approved. Anybody like to make any comments?
I just have one question.
Yes.
We were assigned City of Littleton email addresses. Why are we not using that? Why are we still using our personals?
We should be using that. As a matter of fact, I placed a call to Colleen on Monday. I've not heard back from her yet, but I do want to start doing that.
Because I know I've missed a couple emails because they're hitting my spam.
So we're going to, Colleen or Wendy sent out an email several months ago, and I still have it, but didn't do anything with it. So I think I'm going to ask her to send it again, and then ask her if she would to be available if anybody has any questions. For instance, I use Gmail, so I need to somehow bring it littleton.gov into Gmail. So I will do that. Be back in touch. Thank you very much.
And I can clarify with the clerk's office, essentially, if those of you haven't received the notice, or maybe it went to your spam, there is a Gmail account set up for each of the board members within the city, and we will start using that, but what we'll probably do is I'll probably send one more email to the personal and maybe the Gmail account to make sure everyone gets that, and I'll coordinate with the clerk's office to make sure everyone has instructions. It'll be, typically, it's your first initial, last name, at littletongov.org, and you'll set that up as a Gmail account. But if you go to gmail.com and enter that information, but they probably need password information, which I'm guessing may have come from the clerk's office. So we'll refresh those instructions as well.
Talking to Colleen?
Yeah, I'll follow up with the clerk's office to confirm access to those accounts. And then, like I said, probably one more email. I do send emails to the members with blind copies, because again, communication even via email with multiple board members can be considered a meeting per se, or conversations. So that's why I blind copy everyone in the communications with them, so.
Okay, and thank you. And I did call Colleen on Monday to set that up. And my understanding is that she is particularly adroit in
I have mine set up, and it was very easy to do it through the Gmail. And it actually populates to my phone, because I have Gmail on my phone, so.
Any other comments?
I would offer a comment at everyone's place. I left a copy of folder that includes both the Building Board of Appeals charter within the city municipal code, chapter 4, that talks about what the purpose of the Building Board of Appeals is. And then additionally, you'll see on the left-hand side, legislative rules and protocols and standards of conduct. These are the rules for every board and commission within the city. And again, a copy is provided for courtesy. And then on the right hand, you'll see a current listing of the board members, and then a list of the potential dates for Building Board of Appeals. Typically, again, the third Wednesday of every month when there is an appeal pending. And since I've been here, we have not heard one, but so you have those dates on your calendars. And generally, I will try to send out notice of either an appeal pending that a formal meeting will be heard, or I will try to send out notice of cancellation generally about 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks in advance of that meeting, so you can free up your evening.
Yeah, thank you for providing that. And in the past, typically, the city would bring someone in and do a training session, how to conduct a meeting, how to communicate or not communicate, particularly when there may be appeal coming up, how to conduct ourselves. And we have to be particularly careful because we are quasi-judicial, which means, unlike, let's say, the planning board, which has their meetings, decisions, rubber stamped or not by the council, amended and so on, when we make a decision, next step is the district court if it's not accepted by whether it be the city or the appellant. So we need to be particularly careful of our behavior. Do you know if there's one planned?
I don't have a schedule. I have heard that, I believe that they are working to look at training again, and I
Okay.
recall it was probably in September or October. I think we did a joint session with the Zoning Board of Appeals on that training, but I will check on scheduling for that and
Great.
let the board know.
In the past, they've been very good. A couple of hours, but well worth it. And particularly because we meet rarely, we don't have the ongoing experience of conducting meetings and witnesses and so on. So it's, and/or just the experience of how to conduct ourselves outside the meeting as far as communication with people or not communicating with people as appropriate. So, good. All right. If there's nothing else, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, good night, thanks. We saved the hammer.
You might want to hammer for the video. Thank you.
Thank you.